What's up, guys? Fish Keepers here, doing a little update on my 60L UNS tank. This tank is a red crystal shrimp tank. That's pretty much all I have in here. I don't have any fish. Oh, actually, I know that I'm wrong. I have two cories in here, but I want to talk about crystal shrimp and my update on them. So I started with four. Not a good start because I had more than that, but I just lost a few of them straight out of the bag. I think that was like three that I lost. So I kept four, and I figured, oh, these guys are hardy since they survived the bag and whatever. The commute, I guess it was only like 15-minute commute, but you know, I guess I lost three, and I kept four. They grew strong, they grew big, and I just wasn't seeing any kind of like breeding or anything. So I figured maybe I just got all females, or maybe I got all males. So I decided to. Well, actually, I couldn't get any more for a while because this whole situation where we have to, stay isolated and stuff. So I wasn't able to go out and get more. Also, they're $8, and because of what's going on, nobody's really working, including me. So I don't want to spend the extra money. So I figured I'm just gonna keep these four and not get any more. So it was kind of sad when I realized I wasn't gonna be able to like add another 5 or 6 to this tank, which I feel would really work out because I do think you want to start with a good like 10 shrimp. The smallest I've ever started with, as far as like amount or group size, is I think I started with like 7 or 8 in this tank of Neos though. So Neos are different. It's a little cloudy, and I'll explain why it's cloudy in a bit. So I was like, well, I'm not going to be able to get more in here because of the whole situation. I can't go anywhere, and they're expensive. So I'm not going to have the money to just put down. I mean, think about it. Locally, red crystal shrimps, no matter what grade they are, they're about $7, and that's before tax. If I want another, realistically, if I have 4, I want like 10. So I need like 6. 6 times 7. You're looking at like after taxes, almost like $60 or whatever. 65. I didn't do the math. I didn't even think about it. So I don't know if I don't trust my math. But it's a good amount of money that I probably shouldn't be spending on shrimp. So I figured, what can I do? And I found out there's this group app thing. You guys probably check it out. It's called Band, B-A-N-D. It's just like a really nice. It's like a chat room almost. Not really. It's not a chat room. They're kind of like Facebook groups, and it's a group made specifically for whatever subject. You could be cars or whatever. And I found out about it through some of the Facebook groups that there's a really nice community there. And I'm not going to say how everything worked out and stuff, but basically I was able to sell off some of my plants. So I sold some of the Ludwigia Super Red, some of the Polysperma, right here, the Hygrophila Sunset, some of this, what's it called, Hydrocotyle Tripteria or something like that, which is, I will always call it Japanica, but I think it's considered something else. So I sold some of that. Actually, that's it. I sold a lot of that because I had some more over here, back there, and I also sold Pinatophyta, which I have a lot right here in the middle. I sold big bundles of that stuff, and I was able to get enough money to buy a nice set of, a nice group of red crystal shrimp. So I figured, all right, let's do that. And then, talking with the seller, I was able to get the seller to sell me 5 red crystal shrimps and 5 tangerine tigers because I already had some tangerine tigers. I had like 3 put aside also. So I figured, let's do half and half because the deal was he would sell me 10 red crystal shrimps for a certain price, which was a good price compared to stores. And I said yes. And then I was like, wait, can you do half tigers and half this? And he was like, no problem, I got you. So they came in today. I acclimated them already. It took me a good amount of hours to get them set to my tank parameters, and they were pretty close to my tank parameters already. Actually, I think the guy was breeding them in almost Neocaridina water parameters, but I'm not sure if that was true. I took a TDS sample of his, a TDS test of some of his water that he gave me, and maybe it's a breather bag or whatever, but it was like 220 TDS, which that's pretty high, I think, for red crystal shrimp. So if anything, they're going to be kind of hardy. But here in my tank, I keep everything at 150 and under. GH of, I think, 3. I think, yeah, GH was 3 or 4 in this tank, and KH of less than 2. It was like 1.5 or 2. So this tank is set for Caridina species, even for Taiwan bees now. But now that I actually have test kits, I probably could start doing pandas, or like Taiwan bees, but I'm gonna continue with red crystals for now. So I acclimated them and everything. They seem to be good. Turns out he gave me a buried female. She actually still has the eggs. I haven't verified. They've been in the tank for about 2 hours already, or 3. So I'm not really sure if she continued to carry the eggs or not, or if she just dropped them. But it would be really cool. At the same time, when I was placing an order for the shrimp, I realized that one of my red crystal shrimp was buried. Boom. I was excited. I was like, oh, no way. Like, and the best part about that is that was a female getting buried by one of these high grade, like triple S's or whatever they are. I think the lowest I have is like an S, which is really nice. They all have really nice white and really nice, white basically, because that's what you want, right? I guess you want more white than the red when it comes to red crystals. So there's a possibility of getting a lot of good color from these guys, and not like low grades. But even if it doesn't, I don't really care too much. It would be something. It would be kind of weird if I decided to actually like lean into this and set up another tank for the really nice red crystals, but I could end up doing that. I don't know. But for now, I'm just gonna just breed it out. So super stoked. I was supposed to add 5 of these guys and 5 tangerine tigers. So 5 red crystal shrimp and 5 tangerine tigers, but the guy's really nice, so he sent me 2 extra of each, so I got 7 and 7, and I didn't get any deaths in the bags. So, and I mean they haven't died yet, so hopefully overnight I don't lose any. But yeah, I'm super excited, and I'll show you the red crystal. I'll show you the tangerine tigers later. But yeah, so that's the update right now on my UNS tank. It's totally a red crystal shrimp tank now. The story's kind of funny. Like I should have ordered more if my buried female was buried. You know, I could have just waited and had really nice high grade red crystals. But we'll see. For all I know, the ones that she gives birth to are just kind of like regular, not like triple S or whatever. So I'm kind of excited that I did anyways. And also, it all came from plant sales. So I sold plants, and a little bit more of that group or groups that you find on there. I'm not sure if they like us sharing this information, so I'm gonna be kind of vague sharing this information. But they do auctions on things like shrimp and plants, so it's kind of cool. It's kind of like going to a fish meeting, but you know, there's a bunch of people doing auctions every day. Like every day, there's auctions going on. Every day there's bidders, so it's kind of fun. I didn't bid. I just talked to one of the guys that's like known there, and I said I'm looking for red crystals or PRLs or whatever you got, and he was like, I got this, I got tangerines, and I was like, wow, that guy had a lot of stuff. So I was like, okay, cool, let's make a deal. Made a deal, done. Before that though, I got familiar with the group, and I realized that you can just start selling if you want to and start making a reputation for yourself, right? So people will do transactions with you, and they'll say, hey, this guy's kind of cool, you know, he's actually pretty honest. So I did 2 auctions successfully. Well, I guess successfully, because the plants are still in the mail. I sent them out 2 days ago, so I guess they should be getting there right now. So hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers that everything worked out good, and then maybe in the future I could start just selling them there. And I was getting some good money, so that's kind of fun. Like I got decent money. I just did 2 sales, and there were lots. They were like lots of like a lot of like 3 hygrophila, 3 super red, 3 polysperma, and then like extra hydrocotyle. And you know, I sold some for like $15, another one for like $8 or $20, something like that. So it was kind of fun seeing people bidding on your stuff, and then you're backing it up. You know, like especially since I'm using CO2 now, I'm pumping these plants out anyway. So I'm like, hopefully in a few weeks I'll have more to sell, and that'll be cool. But so that's the update I got for you guys. A little tidbits of the band app as well, and then I tell you a little bit about how I'm selling plants online a little. Well, I'm auctioning plants online. So Catch you guys on the next video. Like and subscribe if you can. Again, check out my UNS tank. It's kind of cool, right? But it doesn't look as clean. I should have cleaned it, but I'm just showing you guys how it is. Like, I don't need to clean my tanks to do a video. I'll just show you guys. I mean, we all know algae everywhere all the time, except for when we take nice pictures to show them on Instagram. So I didn't prep this tank. I just kind of was like, there it is. It's kind of ugly, kind of dirty right now. There's a little bit of algae right there, and I'm still trying to figure out a way to keep all the glare from this tank. That's why I have to step back. But yeah, guys, take care, and catch you in the next video. Peace.